No matter what else is going on, perfection is right here on a Saturday afternoon. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Maryland Terrapins. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Scarlet Knights head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There's nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Washington. Finds his target. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. That's caught. It's Fleming. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drive routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Straight ahead, it's Smith. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do, because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Oh, pressure's coming. He gets away. Across the 25, he's got room. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Lowers those pads. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Black. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Scarlet Knights peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Hits inside. It's Raymond. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sets his feet. It's Washington. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Quick give. It's Raymond. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Got a man. It's Duff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he almost had a pick.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Long way to go on second down. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Has it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? This time they'll throw it. He makes the catch along the sidelines, but the official signaling that he's out of bounds. Third down coming up.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now after the misfire, it leaves them with third and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. He'll do it himself. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. To the air, it's Washington. Throws to the tight end. Nearly intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the gun, it's Danzy. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They're going to run it to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Maryland! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Black.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll give it on the counter. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Third and 6 yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Fires to the tight end. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
The run inside. It's Williams.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll run him again. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Second and long here. To throw, it's Washington. Look out! Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Out wide left, it's Allen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give is to Williams, fighting off the defender. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Back to pass, it's Washington. Quickly out to the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27.
But we thought this guy might be a big weapon here and a big part of what the offense was going to try to do. And you've seen now, early in this game, they're going to him a lot. That's already his 5th catch. Defense can't cover him. He's such a big target, and you know this quarterback's going to keep looking his way.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the catch, it's Durham. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Run in the red zone, it's Smith. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their 1st. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. snap, wants to throw to start this drive. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on second down. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Setting up the screen. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Terrapins will hustle to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. In traffic, it's Durham. There he goes. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rushes on. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Terrapins. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the return, it's Benjamin. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Going to try the upside. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the counter. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Dumps it to the back. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. He missed it. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, Dave. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some...
There he goes! He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Maryland! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Off-play action. Rush right in his face. Going to try to get it himself. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that one. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. He's changing the play. Running inside. It's Coleman Williams.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. give to the running back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. Drops back. It's Washington. Left side, it's Durr. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Fleming. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's looking to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got the tight end. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the 1st, and they keep this drive alive. Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there. 2nd down, going to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Ready, go! Straight ahead, it's Raymond. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll be stopped, and before the celebration for the turnover gets out of hand, we better have a look at that flag. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wide receiver going in motion. Hand it to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Hamilton. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes a grab. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Looks like he's going to bring it out.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Man, that's a bad break for the offense because they're running the ball and just trying to give themselves some wiggle room down near their own end zone. He breaks through, but can't hold on to the football. And the worst thing happens. You now turn it over, giving it to the opponent inside your own red zone.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big...
Looking for the end zone. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Hits inside, it's Raymond. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Ready. Go. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Flip it out to the back of the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on 1st down. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st. Throwing right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Quarterback takes a knee. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. Third and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got fourth in California.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.